Hi everybody, my name's Alistair and I'm going to give you some guitar lessons with a difference. The primary difference is that everybody else has done guitar lessons, but a lot of them don't take into consideration people who are older like myself, and they don't take into consideration other aspects, whether you're a strong person or a weak person, or whether you have difficulty with your muscles learning, the pain that you go through while you're learning to play guitar, because it is surprisingly painful. And since I have been learning a guitar, I've got a newfound respect for guitarists. Now, at the stage I'm at now, I have been practicing guitar for just over a month and 1 week, and so I'm still in the early stages. Now the actual time it takes to learn to play a guitar, I don't want to put you off. I've been really enjoying what I've been doing apart from the pain, but it takes from 1 to 3 months usually before you sort of got a control of some of the chords and that. Now your finger placement, that takes a while, and I'll make recommendations as we go along. This is just an introductory. Now the primary thing which is really important is, if you're going to play a guitar, you want to be able to play a guitar with the greatest of ease. Now this guitar here I started off with, it's called a Yamaha C40. It's typically a classical guitar. I was working really hard with it. It's a nice guitar, got a nice sound. I was working with it for quite some time, finding that my fingers were just really having a hard time on it, and finding the right frets, which are the different areas of the guitar, and pressing the strings down so they made contact. The guitar could have been tweaked. I could have changed the strings to a nylon. Now if you don't want to spend too much, you might want to talk to somebody who knows something about guitars to make sure your guitar is set up properly for you, because there's nothing worse, and I'm speaking from personal experience, in trying to learn a guitar if you're fighting with it. And a friend of mine who's really clued up on guitars told me that me trying to play this is like me trying to learn on a brick. So that's probably the best advice I can give to you when you're starting off. Make sure your guitar is working right for you. Okay, you're only a new player, but that doesn't matter. It's going to make the difference between whether you're going to be continuing to learn how to play a guitar or give up. It's really quite that important. Now see, here's another thing I did too. I thought I'd be fairly smart and make my own pick out of a credit card, but that wasn't very smart at all. The pick's too hard, it didn't work very well, so that was another problem as well. So the free courses on the internet, I'm still basically, the jury's out on who gives the best free course. You have to start off by, I recommend that you start off by going to YouTube, and I'll give you some URLs on the introduction below about the courses that I've been doing. And I've been primarily been doing two, one from an English guy and another from an American guy, and both have been excellent. They will give you great pointers, and they'll get you set up with your initial chord knowledge. So I'll just have a look and see what I've got to tell you here. Difficulty in learning, part of, like, I'm a 64-year-old person. I used to be a really strong person, but I had a muscular disease, so I'm quite weak now, compared to what I used to be anyway. You do need to practice getting strength, and this is what I recommend. If you haven't got a Riverstone, let me know, and I'll send you a genuine New Zealand Riverstone. There'll be a charge for that, of course, but that's pretty good because you're getting this for free off me. So yeah, a Riverstone is really good exercise for your wrist. Your left wrist needs to be strong to press those strings down, and it needs to be very flexible. And you'll find when you're starting off, you wonder how the heck guitarists can move their fingers in such weird positions. So all you need to do with a stone like this is just sort of revolve it round. And when you're watching TV, I rub my finger edges on it as well, which hardens them up. And I grip it hard, and when I go to church and we're singing, I take it with me there, and I sort of move it in time with the music that we're singing. It's like what they call a hammering on the guitar string. So a good stone, it's not that big. You can see how it sort of fits in my hand. I hope I've got the position right, and that'll give you get your strength up. And you just use it whenever you're sitting down watching TV or whatever, and you can even practice sort of pseudo keying on the guitar on it, in fact. So that's one thing. Now, guitar type. As I said to you, the Yami wasn't working well for me. I found one on, we've got an auction website in New Zealand called Trade Me, and a friend of mine actually was the one that was selling it, and I ended up getting what's called a Techa Mini. Now you can obviously, if you saw the Yamaha before, you can see that this is looking like quite a cool guitar, and it really is. It's got a very smooth tone, lovely tone, and the main thing is the strings. The neck is narrower than the Yami. Let's grab the Yamaha and we'll see if you can make the difference out. Okay, not sure how well that's coming through. I better be careful. It's a lovely guitar. I don't want to mark it, but that's got too wide a neck, and especially if you're learning, a wide neck impedes your learning. That fits into my hand much nicer, and the strings, even they're a little bit heavy, but I can really feel a major difference. So yeah, that's the guitar I ended up with. It's an electric acoustic. So I'm a lucky boy. My wife didn't disagree with me getting that one. All I need now is a guitar case for it. Now I've talked about exercises using the stone, importance of learning chords. I'll get you to go away and do some of those lessons, the free ones by other people, because they're much more proficient than me. They're guitar players. Learn the chords, get the knowledge of the chords. There's only 6 basic chords you have to learn, so it's not a huge amount to start off with. You can play eagles and all kinds of stuff just with the starting 6 chords, and then as you progress, you can build a greater knowledge base and do more tricks with your hands and sort of slide down the frets and do different things. But the main thing is to get the knowledge of the chords and the finger positions in your memory. Once you've got the knowledge of the chords, then you can start trying to memorize, and I'll show you how to do that soon. Okay, well, this is the start of the thing, and I'll do another one basically embellishing a bit on what the other guys are teaching you. Just the difference between me being a learner, being in the situation, and the guys that you'll be watching their training videos. The difference is I'm a new one like you, and as time goes on, hopefully you'll see me improve. So God bless you, and thank you for watching.